it's the Cute Coffee Gal, and I'm back with part 18 of my Decades Challenge. If you will recall from the last part, we had both Rose and Robert got married. So we've got our whole family is still here except Rose. She's now moved in with Frank. And we've had a new addition to our household, and that is Miss Margaret, who is right here. She's Sweet Robert's wife. And one of the things that we need to pay particular attention to at the moment is the fact that we do still have World War I going on. And so as each couple has a chance to try for a baby, it then is time for the male of the couple to then give it a go over here with Mr. Cowplant. So at this moment, we still cannot try for a baby with Robert and Margaret because we have 8 Sims in the household. So we've got to get William moved out in order to try for a baby. Which means that since with this, the rules of how things were back then, we are not allowed to woohoo unless we are trying for a baby. So she's moved in, they're married, they've never woohooed, and they're not going to until we can get William kicked out. So, that is kind of where we're at here. The other option that we do have is that we could go ahead and see if he gets sent off to war before having a baby, or excuse me, before getting married and trying for a baby. I don't particularly like that option very much. So I think we're just really going to focus on both him and also on Charles, getting them coupled up with someone so that we can get them moved on out. I do have upstairs, I've added into the, this room over here. Whoa, sorry about that, guys. This room over here, was an empty bedroom that we had not, placed any furniture in. So I've added a double bed, and that is now going to be Margaret and Robert's room. And then we've got this one still intact. I didn't take those beds out because once they start having kids, this can be their children's room. And it just didn't seem necessary to me to go ahead and start deleting furniture. So that is going on there. And also we do have Rose and Frank live very close by. Oh, it looks like Cowplant's ready to be fed. Let's go take care of that. Actually, let's take care of that the hard way. So they have had the opportunity to try for a baby, which means that we need to call Frank over and have Frank come and eat this piece of cake. So let's go ahead and we will get them over. We've got Rose and where is Frank? Does she not know Frank? How is that possible? He's been over here a kabillion times. Okay, so maybe we'll have this one call both of them. Let's see. Rose and Frank. There he is. Okay. So let's call them on over. And we will get his first time eating the cake out of the way. And then we'll have to worry about the second time. And the other thing is that, as I'm sure you are all aware, this is going to be our Christmas episode. So, we have not decorated for Christmas yet here in the household. I'm sure you thought that I just forgot about Christmas in this particular Let's Play, but that's not the case. Back then, they would not have decorated for the entire month of December. That's not how that would have worked. December is the month of Advent, and so they would have, if anything, maybe had some special candles, but even that I think probably started later in the 20th century, and so they would not have had a Christmas tree until they put it up on Christmas Eve. So, guys, we're going to put up a Christmas tree in this part. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Because what I was thinking of, sorry, I'm thinking out loud, which is never a useful thing. What I was thinking I could do is I could form a group between Robert and Frank, have them go in there together, have Robert leave, lock the door. So Frank has to be in there, and eventually he'll eat the cake. But I don't really want to trap him in there, so I'm actually just going to real quick switch control and have Frank go in there and eat it. So, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. It looks like they've changed clothes for some reason, but that's okay. So I'm going to have Frank come over here and eat the cake. Wonder where the fence went. Anyway, that's kind of weird. Wait, up? No. I don't know why the fence disappeared, but that's okay. All I need him to do is just come and eat this cake. So this will be his first time eating the cake. So he has gone to war. This is him going off to fight. Then we have to find out if he actually survives it or not. So I will do a random dice roll. Evens, he survives. Odds, he dies. He's going to be in a really bad mood for a couple of days. So let's go ahead. I'm going to have him milk as well. And then he can step back out of here. And then I know that before when we did this with Samuel, we waited until it was time to do it again. But because he lives on a different lot, I'm just going to go ahead and roll. So we'll find out if he is going to survive or not, which means that we'll be playing for a little while knowing that answer if the answer is that he dies. So let me roll. And the answer was 4. So he's safe. He does not have to come back and eat the cowplant cake again. And he does not have to die in the war, at least not in this war. I can't remember. He might have to go and try to fight in World War II. But at the moment, he's safe. So we're going to send them right on back home. Actually, I'll just let them stay on this lot and they'll go home whenever they want to. But check this one off of our list. We do not have to worry about him. Which makes me really happy because I really wanted to see what their children looked like. But we will have to do this again with Robert as soon as William moves out so that they have a chance to try for a baby. Okay, back into the Johnson family. And let's just real quick lock this door back. Lock door for everyone. So that's done. And then let's see. William's in a great mood. It's like the middle of the night, though. It's like I should send everybody to bed. All right. Samuel, go to bed. I'm just going to start sending people to bed, and we'll see how that goes. Sleep. She's in a bad mood. Oh, the music. Okay, it's off. That's good. Sleep. Just sending everyone to bed. They're going to sleep in the same bed, even though they're not married. Sleep. And then I think he needs to claim a new bed, actually. I'm going to have him claim Rose's old bed. Or rather, I think that's Lillian's bed and Lillian sleeping in Rose's bed, but that's fine. Sleep. You can sleep there. Do you need to claim this? Nope, sleep there. And you can... Already claimed that. Sleep. Okay. Everybody should be going to sleep now. We'll catch back up in the morning. Alright, they're all starting to wake up real early in the morning. It looks like Clara's birthday is coming up, and so she'll be actually, as strange as this is, she'll be turning into an adult instead of a young adult because she was pregnant so much early on in her life that she just was really paused in time for a while. I'm gonna have him come on in here. Charles, come cook some stuff. Why don't you cook some breakfast for the whole family? And, that way they've got some food in there. Lillian can use the potty. That's just fine. And there's a potty up here for... Oh, no. Here, let's replace it. That's really expensive to replace, but I'm doing it anyway. We can't not have working toilets, and you're going to pee yourself. You might not even make it even as it is. Is he going to make it? Okay, he's good. So... Then back downstairs. Let's see what we've got going on. It's 5 o'clock. How is the farm doing? I bet it's a mess. Oh, it's not so bad. I'm gonna have... He's gonna come and harvest all. That one's still cooking. This one's mopping. Here, you can come and harvest all until breakfast is ready. Where is one that needs to be harvested? Come on. That one? Oh, he's too uncomfortable to do it. That's why. Sure. All right. Well, you stay in there and eat then. This one's eating. This one can't do anything yet. This one... Here, wake up. You've slept enough. So have you. So have you. And you have 2. Excellent. All right, everybody up and have breakfast and get all that done and over with. We do need to be working on another loan payment too. I am mindful of that as we are moving forward. Currently, we have paid 5,000 simoleons of 65,000 simoleons. And we did, one thing that popped up that was off camera was we did just pay our bills. So we actually probably could pay another 5,000 right now. Well, let's see. He's harvesting things, isn't he? So let's see how much money. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff in here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So just like I did last time, I'm using the money cheat. If I could spell the word cheats correctly. Testing cheats on. And so what I do is I type in the word money and then the number that I want their amount to be. So if their current money is 5,487 simoleons, then to make a 5,000 simoleon payment, I'm going to change this to be 487. So that deducts 5,000 simoleons. So they have now paid 10,000 simoleons of their 65,000 simoleons, which is great. So let me get this back out of the way and resume. So let's go ahead, and he still has like the toxic stuff in there and I keep not deleting it. I don't know why, because we probably don't need it, but I've just been holding on to it just in case. How are we doing on actual groceries in here? We've got plenty of strawberries, so we can go ahead and harvest those. We've got some onions, but not many. Let's throw a few more onions into the fridge, and then we'll sell the rest. This is kind of my thought process is let's keep some stuff to cook with, and then we'll sell the rest. But I gotta kind of keep an eye on what that even means. All right, mushrooms were good. Okay, so we've already made back a ton more money. Look at that. It's like $1,500 just in that one little harvest that he did. So the farm is finally starting to pay off. And it looks like the kids are probably going to be going to school soon. So let's make sure everybody's done their homework. I thought I had everybody do it. I must have missed one. This one. Yeah, these have all done it. It was just William somehow missed it. That's okay. He's not going to school anyway, so. And I definitely want to call the farm hands over, I think, today. Do some work out here. Other stuff that needs to be harvested? I think so. Let's harvest all. Let's do that. And then we can call them over once we feel like we are sure that it's all gone. Oh, they're being sweet together. I'm looking forward to trying for babies with them. And then we've got school's almost time for school. So yeah, I'm going to play just a little bit through the school day. It'll mostly just be farming and school. And then as soon as school is over, I'm going to go ahead and invite girls over for William and Charles. Because the other teen girls are not, they're not missing school. So they won't be able to come over until school's over. So it's about midway through the day, and I've actually called, I've done a little bit of rearranging so that we've got more of our guys in the farm hands, and then the ladies are all in the women's auxiliary. I just need to add one more position in there. And so one of them baked a cake, and it is Clara's birthday. So I'm just going to have her go ahead and blow out the candles for us. Let's go ahead and make that happen for us today. Let me get in here because I'd like to get a photo of this as well. It's not the most exciting of birthdays. And I realized that their uniform that I had them wear was this exact same dress that Rose has been wearing all along. So I may actually remove the uniform altogether because that's just confusing in my head. So anyway, let's go ahead and see what's happening here. And she's very bored in case you can't hear. Let's see. What's so boring about all this? Curious from not being in she's literally in a club gathering as she's thinking that. That's just ridiculous. So now she is a full-grown adult, which is just crazy to me because Samuel's almost an elder, so... But I guess that's the way those things go sometimes. So, oh, and she's got a gift in the mail. Yeah, let's go ahead and... What can I do as far as their uniform? Let's see. I wanted to... Maybe that's in on this other menu. I don't use clubs very often. I've just been thoroughly enjoying using them in this particular Let's Play. No, that's not it. Oh, here we go. The thing that looks like clothes. Imagine that. So let's just have them. Let's not have a uniform. They'll just show up in their regular clothes. Oh, you guys! Do you see what I see? This is Rose. This is Rosa's pregnant belly. Ah, we're gonna have a grandbaby. Rose and Frank are pregnant. Oh my gosh. I went in and I tried for a baby, but I didn't know if it worked or not. So I am so thrilled to see that they are going to have a baby. Oh, wonderful. I love that. Oh, that's so great. Okay. So now that makes me really happy. And they're all changing back into their clothes. Thank goodness. That was super confusing for me. Oh, I probably should actually take baking out of their club activities because all they do is make cakes, which is just going to make everybody fat. So let's not do that anymore. Let's instead, what other activity could they do? They could paint. That would make sense. Oh, we already have painting. Why don't we just make them clean? I mean, I know that sounds really boring, but yeah, I'm going to make it be cleaning. There we go. So that hopefully we'll stop baking things. Oh, I'm so excited that they're having a baby. Okay. Oh, man, exciting couple of episodes, isn't it? All right, so they're all still working out here. What did we achieve? Oh, we've been playing for 24 hours. Like, that's never happened before. Do we need to harvest some things? I think we do. Let's harvest all. The nice thing is that there are more Sims now in the club that are a part of our family than not. Like, we've got Samuel and Robert and William are all in this household. And then the others are family members of the other, the other families in town. But that's 3 of us that now could potentially be harvesting things if we wind up having harvestables while the farmhands are over. So that's, in my head, a big win. Let's see. Something for William to harvest. That may have been enough, but I just want to make sure that we're not missing anything. We do need to do some evolving, though. I did a bunch of that, but it looks like there is more to be done. So let's go ahead and queue some of those up. And it looks like it's almost time for school to be out. So actually, let's see. Here, I'm going to cancel that. Don't go evolve. Why don't you come in here and potty and shower, or excuse me, take a bath, because I want you to hang out with the ladies when school time is over. And the same with you, Charles. He's going to hug someone. He's dancing. Oh, turn this music off. All y'all ever do is listen to music. Why don't you come and take a shower real quick? Or excuse me, I keep doing that. Why don't you come take a bath? And then that way y'all will be ready when it's time for girls to come over. And then how is Margaret doing? Is she hanging in there? Do we have enough club points yet to add her? Let's see. Because I had almost enough, but not quite. Yes, we do. Excellent. So let's go ahead, use club perk point. And we're going to add another member. And it's going to be... Oh, wait, Margaret was already in here. Why didn't she have a... Oh, she does have a thingy over her head. Okay. Well, we've got... let's add... So, Minnie is Margaret's mother. Yeah, sure, Marie can come over. They can both invite Marie over. Why not? Rudine is Frank's mom. Ida is the other mom of that other family that we don't have anybody in there yet. But we'll have another... Hopefully, William's girl will be here. So, that's fine. We'll still use that point. Oh, and they came home with school projects. That's cool. And they both have A's. Oh no, Charles. Oh, because he didn't go to school. Of course. And I feel like I had one more that was going to be aging up soon. Let's see. Walter might become a teen soon. Let's check into... Oh, and he's sparkly. Well, we have 8,000 cakes down here, so why don't we just go ahead and make it happen? See, this is what happens when they have baking as a thing. So, Clara, come and put some candles on. Add birthday candles. And we'll let Walter go ahead and age up while he is, while we're thinking about it, just so we don't goof that up. Double weddings in the one episode, double birthdays in the next episode. I'm just delivering for you guys. Are you excited about all of our celebrations? There we go. So come on in here. And I want him to come blow those candles out, and we will need to, oh wow, look at his responsibility. That is up there. We will need to do a quick generation on the trait generator to figure out what his trait is going to become. But I will wait until he blows out the candles to do that. There he is. Oh, he's so smelly. Half my kids are always super smelly when they come to blow the candles out. Have y'all noticed that? It's just ridiculous. It makes for the weirdest screenshots because it's like this noxious green cloud coming off of them, but whatever. I guess that's part of how it works, I suppose, maybe. Look at that, the weird green cloud. One more smelly child turning into a teenager. Aren't we excited? Oh, goodness. Hello, Mr. Spinny. Whoa, you look very different than your brothers. Wow. Okay, let me see what he needs to be. So this is a funny one. He is going to be Chief of Mischief. That's a new one for us. Maybe that's under Deviance? No, that's Public Enemy. There we go. I've never played that before. I have no idea. I have no idea what that's gonna do. And that gives him Dastardly. Oh, I don't want him to do mean stuff. Well, his little sister's evil, so. And then the other trait that he got was Neat, like his mama. So we'll make him, if I can find it. There it is. We'll make him neat. So, and he really does look very different. Look at his like receding hairline. I actually think that that hairstyle is probably... Quit selfieing. Phones don't exist. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that hairstyle, I'm pretty sure we can keep it. So if that is the case, I will keep it once I actually get a better look at it. Let me pop into Kaz real quick, get him into appropriate clothing. I'll be right back. Okay, so I definitely kept that hair because I thought it was delightful and it would be period appropriate. Love that hairline. I think he just looks a lot like his dad, but with his mom's coloring. I think it's not like a combination. I think that he just looks like his dad is what it is. But there we go. There's our little Walter for us. So let's also hop in. Where is he? Let's make sure that we get rid of that child homework because he's not going to need it anymore. And I am going to have Charles clean up these cakes because they're just going to... They're all just going to gain a ton of weight if they eat that much cake. That's just going to be ridiculous. So, and we'll go ahead and clear things out of his inventory. Man, those apples bring in some money, don't they? And this one can learn how to garden now. So there you go. Anything going on over here that... Man, bugs everywhere. Look at that. Here, come over here and spray for bugs. He is too uncomfortable to do that. Here, go here. It's your environment that's making you uncomfortable for whatever the reason. Let's see. I would like to adult now. I feel like I'm old enough now that I should be allowed to go anywhere I want and do whatever I want. Can you treat me like an adult? Please. We'll see what you can do. It's kind of the tough love approach. I feel like that's probably appropriate. Is he outside yet? Out of that environment? Yes, he is, but he still doesn't... Okay, that's better. And now he's just very tense. Okay, go do whatever you're gonna do. We'll teach you how to garden another day. This one needs to come. Let's see, he's bathing. I hate to interrupt that. Here, we will have him harvest. Oh, they're not ready. They just look like they're ready. Okay, that's fine then. So they'll just keep tending. That works. All the ladies are in here talking. It's actually kind of sweet. Though I would like for her to be able to talk to her about her baby. But I don't think I can. I think that Rose has to be the one to initiate that. So just went through everybody's inventory, and look at where our money is, guys. We've got 5,600 simoleons. I actually think I'm going to go ahead and do another payment on their home loan, because we're bringing in the money at this point. So this will make it be 15,000 is paid off of the 65,000. So let's hop back in there. Money 600. So that's pretty good, I think. I'm feeling really good about that. And then I don't think, I was trying to remember if any of the ladies in the women's auxiliary were potential suitors, and I don't think they are. Yeah, it's just like all of their daughters are. So let's go ahead. I'm going to have, who would know them all? Well, probably Robert, because we were trying to court him with several of them. Let's end the farmhands gathering. And where is he? We're going to have him go ahead, and he's going to invite to hang out at the current lot. All right, Helen was Frank's twin. So I'm going to go ahead and just let her be a young adult. I don't think that she needs to be a teen. So Marie, though, is a teen. And Bessie is a teen. Florence is a teen. There's one more girl that was another Wakefield girl, which he must not have met her yet. But, of course, Margaret would know her because it's her sister. So let's invite to hang out at current lot. There she is. Ethel, that too. So let's get all these ladies over, and I definitely want William and Charles to meet them, but honestly, since we've aged him up, Walter can go ahead and meet them too. All right, apparently it's the day of weird technical difficulties because my audio completely failed on the recording at this point, so now I'm going back and giving commentary on what I already recorded as opposed to speaking while I'm recording. So while I was doing the phone calls, I also did the Christmas decorations. So very simple stuff, just some candles in the dining room for them to have for their Christmas dinner. A lovely traditional Christmas tree that they would have put up on Christmas Eve. I wanted to put something over on the fireplace as well, but I didn't want to get the fireplace that's like the holiday fireplace because they already have a fireplace. So instead of doing that, what I wound up doing was getting some of the garland, and I put that over on the wall. So I thought that had that nice kind of fun, festive look to it. And then I had one other thing that I did, which we will get to at the end of the episode, one little Christmas surprise. So I thought this was so cute. Rose is sitting there with her mother-in-law at the card table. It's just really adorable that they're hanging out there together. So then the girls started to arrive. So first we had that was Bessie. And what I did with each of the girls is I had William made an introduction, and also Charles made an introduction, and also Walter made an introduction. Like every single time one of the girls came over, all three of the boys would meet her, or if they'd already met her, they'd have some sort of interaction. So here you see Florence has now come into the kitchen, and so the same thing, we're doing it all over again. William's going to say something to her, Charles is going to say something to her, Walter's going to say something to her. The intent there really is to let each of them know all of them and then kind of see what naturally develops. Kind of like what we did with the older twins, see who kind of naturally got a little bit of an edge, and then we really would focus on that. So that was what we were doing there. And so I was kind of looking around at this point, trying to figure out where, I think it's Marie, where she was. I thought that she would have been there by then. And then I made the realization Marie was there. She was in the bathtub. Like, why she was taking a bath in our house, I do not know. But there she is. You can see her in the background. I didn't notice her until a moment later. But she's totally taking a bath at the house.
that was just the first thing that she decided to do, I suppose, whenever she got to our house. So after we realized there she is, then we have William go and meet her, and we have Charles go and meet her, and we have Walter go and meet her. So the whole thing is just like so ridiculous. But we're running out of time. We really need to get these kids out of the house so that we can start the next generation. So anyway, that's what's going on there. And so we had Marie come over, and she started hanging out with all of them. And then I had what's his doodle, Robert was cleaning up the cake. I thought this was hilarious. They all just stood there on the porch talking to each other, like in the same little square bubble of space. It was ridiculous. So I went ahead and I had William form a group so that we could have them like all move off of the front porch. Like, I'm so glad that they like each other, but at the same time, that's a bit ridiculous. So yeah, he still had to meet Florence so that he could add her to the group. And then we also had Margaret's other sister, Ethel. There she is in the green dress. And so we get to add her as well. And then I was trying to figure out what should I have them do since there were so many of them. Because it's not like they can all go stargazing together or something like that. But they could all go. I thought about when we had the teens over last time and how they were all like playing with the card games and playing chess and all of that. And that could be fun too. Like, seriously, look at this on the porch. It is absolutely ridiculous that they're all just standing there chilling, having a good time, just standing on the porch together. It reminds me of like modern teens all standing in the parking lot trying to decide what to do, and so they wind up standing in the parking lot for an hour. But anyway, so once I kind of thought through it a little bit more, I decided that probably the easiest thing to do, at least to start with, would be to have them all go inside to that room that has all the games and everything. But rather than trying to like actually like get them to sit down and play a game together and kind of that organized piece, I just had them all go dance together, which may or may not have been an appropriate thing to have them do. See, that was me trying to figure out like, can I make them stargaze? Can I make them play the games? And then I just decided to have them dance, which again is not the most age appropriate thing. Dancing in a big group like this would have not been the best thing for them to do. It's 1912 at this point. And then, so this kind of like dancing to some music together would have happened, like, think about the Prohibition era and the Jazz age. That was the 20s, and it was very taboo then. So to have a whole bunch of teens dancing in their living room is probably not that realistic, but it just, I decided it's one of those things that's like a suspension of disbelief. You just gotta go with it. So that is what they are doing now. Except it looks like Walter's doing a pee-pee dance instead of a dance. So they just kind of had a good little time there, doing their little groove thing, just getting to know each other by doing a little bit of dancing. I did have them stick around and kind of do a little bit of chit-chatting after this, but this really was kind of the bulk of the evening, I guess you could say, was having them do their little dances together. I think it's really cute that this family always wants to dance. Like, they always wind up playing this music and dancing. It's just kind of sweet to me, I think. It's one of those things that I could easily see this being a thing the family always does. Like, this could travel into the 20s and the 40s and the 50s and the 60s and into disco. And, you know, the family could always dance together. That's just, I think that's really cute. So anyway, I'll go ahead and skip on ahead because this is kind of what they wind up doing the rest of the evening. So let me skip to the next part. And then we get to the next morning, and we've got Clara was making some breakfast for herself. Everybody's just kind of grabbing leftovers, little bits and pieces, because it is Christmas morning. And I did have Lillian actually took a vacation day from school. And of course, all of the older kids are not going to school, even though it looks like they are. I have to cancel out of that. I'm so bad about catching them before they automatically go to school. But yeah, I had Lillian take the day as a as a personal day so that she could, a vacation day, so that she could stay home and we could do Christmas together. I did not plan like a big Christmas meal or anything like we did when we had Thanksgiving, simply because they had just done that at Thanksgiving. And really, I thought that the tree was kind of the fun, special part to this. Oh, look at Samuel and Clara. They're just still being sweet to each other after all these years and after all these kids. And oh, it's nice. Oh, yes, and it's almost William's birthday, which is great because obviously as soon as he ages up into an adult, if we've got a relationship ready to go, then he can go ahead and get married. So, and then I love Margaret goes in there and she starts dancing. She's part of the family. So anyway, we have Christmas morning is kind of going here. Everybody's getting up, kind of getting ready. Oh, and there's a sink that really needs to be fixed. That's kind of the nice thing about having money is that we could just have things replaced, but I'm trying to be really good about repairing because that is very much the mindset they would have had back then. They wouldn't have just replaced something when it broke. They would have fixed it. Anyway, and now it's time for the fun Christmas morning surprise, which is that I got Christmas crackers for everybody. I've never done Christmas crackers actually I've never done them in real life either. But I've never done them in The Sims. And so I got one for everybody, just to kind of see how it worked. And again, I've never done it before. I probably actually should have done this a lot more slowly because I didn't realize that they all had different things in them. So it looks like that one had some candy. Let's see. Oh, and I can't see the next one because the notifications are hidden. But they're kind of all having fun. Some of them got candy. A couple of them got like a toy. A couple got nothing. Just kind of a little bit of variety. And I wish I had placed them in the other direction so we could actually like see their faces. But oh well, you live and you learn, right? I didn't know it was going to make them all be in a playful mood, though. That's really fun. I thought that they all got to be in a good mood because of it. So look at little Lily and just like marching right on over there to grab her Christmas cracker. So anyways, that's the end of this part. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas if you are celebrating Christmas, or a very happy holiday season, no matter what you're celebrating. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate y'all being a part of my year this year as I got started with my YouTube channel. I will be recording some more episodes of the Decades Challenge in the upcoming weeks. I'm not sure what the next week's going to look like up until New Year's. I probably will be recording some, but just in case I'm not, I just wanted y'all to know that I will be back to normal after New Year's. But again, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for being a part of my little Sims experience, if you will. Please give the video a big thumbs up. Let me know that you liked this video and that you like the Johnsons and our fun little family that just always seems to wind up dancing over here in the corner. And I will talk to you guys in another video. Please make sure you subscribe, give it a big thumbs up, and I will see y'all next time. Thanks so much, y'all. Bye.